Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends. I'm doing a stream today. I'll give everyone a few minutes to get in. And I'll see if my stuff's working in the meantime, if I'm actually streaming. It's always touch and go at the beginning. We'll see what happens here. Alright. It looks like a few people are starting to come in now. So if the audio's alright and you're at a PC and you can type it in, let me know. Make sure everything sounds okay. Alright, looks like things are working from my end, so I'll just give it a few minutes, see if anyone comes in. Or if I'm missing something here. Which happens from time to time. Last week I thought I had the stream working. And it actually was working, but it didn't look like it was working. So, eventually I'll figure this out, I promise. I promise I'll get better at this. Hey, Robert, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. There's only a few people in so far, so I would expect it will take a few moments for notifications and then for people to make their way in. So thank you, though. I appreciate that. So I figured today we would do a draft, maybe do a Throne of Eldraine Draft, talk a little bit about secret layers, what we think they are. I guess that announcement will be Monday. The announcement for the announcement was a couple days ago. So I'll give everyone a moment to get in. I could start drafting, I suppose. Or I could play another game and just give people some time to get in. I could play a standard game. And then maybe after this start drafting. Oh, sorry to hear that, Robert. I had a good one this week. I went 6-3. I almost got to 7 wins, and then I had another one that thought my deck was good, and I ended up going like, I think I got 2 wins and 3 losses. But I don't know. One game I know I messed up, but the other games I don't think there was much I could have done. It was just kind of draws, but what can you do? I did practice some Throne of Eldraine Draft this week, though. I'm a little better at the format, I think. I still needed to learn that. I really need to learn a lot of the cards still. I just have not played Throne of Eldraine. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the time. But, of course, it's a while before another set comes out. It's until January, so I guess I'll have plenty of time to play this set. Cavalcade. Could just be a weird time. I wonder if the notifications went out. So far, it doesn't look like there's many people here. Yesterday, or last week, we started off with like 150 people. So maybe it's just slow to get out there. I don't know how quickly the notifications actually go out. I'll just play this. If our opponent can't disrupt this, they're going to take a lot of damage next turn. But they probably can do something. They got 3 mana. They're reading Cavalcade. Oh, there it goes. Assassin's Trophy. Sure, we'll take action. We'll get a mountain. We can draw another Cavalcade, we might be alright here. We'll see how it goes. I noticed this deck got a lot better this week without Oko around. Like, this deck could not win. Well, it could win sometimes, but an early Oko was death. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Lucky Clover. They do have a lifelink creature too in their hand. That's no fun, but we can at least get some damage across. I mean, this is one of those games, if we don't pull like a Cavalcade quickly, we're in trouble. Because things will get out of hand here with Lucky Clover in a second. But what can you do? I would have been streaming sooner. I didn't realize there was a huge update for Magic Arena. It took me a while to get it going. But maybe there's some good changes, we'll see. Well, that's going to slow me down, having the flyer, but they're still on the defensive, I guess, which is good. And we just still need a big draw. If we could get a Cavalcade and just attack in, that would be key, but so our brand wouldn't hurt either. That'd be an okay draw. Because we could play that and still get in with the 2 unblockable creatures. That would be alright. Hey, Calvin, greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Welcome. Got a couple folks in the chat already, so that's nice. I know there's not... I stream at a weird time, too. Like, Thursday afternoon, so... Although people might be coming in from work and stuff. In different parts of the world, it's probably a better time than the States where I am. But it's all good. There's not a lot happening with Magic right now. I mean, they're kind of like teasing us with these announcements, the secret layer and stuff, but there's really not too much to talk about. Like, I don't even know what to do videos on right now. So they're attacking. I mean, the worst case scenario, I mean, discarding a card doesn't hurt us. Sack a creature. I could sack a creature and be fine. So I think I'm just going to take that damage. And that will be just fine. Just fine. If they want to draw a card, I'm fine with that too. But I don't think they want me to hit a Cavalcade. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming next year. I'm a little nervous about how much stuff's coming next year. Feels like it could be like lost in the shuffle, but Commander products are going to be really sweet, and I can't wait to see like later in the year the Commander Legends and all that. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. We'll sack that. I just feel like this year was really weird because you don't have anything really big at the holiday time, but they pushed everything together in the summer to the point where you couldn't keep up with it. So I'm not really sure from a marketing point of view why they did that, but I think they kind of learned their lesson, because I have seen articles, I think Mark Rosewater said something about that, about just oversaturating part of the year, and then people just couldn't afford everything coming out. And things get lost in the shuffle. Like, there's so many announcements that... Oh, there we go. And they're tapped out. Yay. We won that one. But anyway, yeah, there's so many announcements that you might be excited about them, but your more casual folks aren't going to follow a million announcements, right? Like, people like us who follow this stuff all the time, sure. But a lot of your more casual players won't know what's coming out when. There's just too much happening. Yeah, we got a pack. Nice. Let me go ahead and open our pack. So to everybody coming in, hey, thanks for being here. Figured we'd do a draft in a few minutes. Just wait for some more people to arrive. But just kind of a casual day. I thought if anyone wanted to chat about secret layers or anything, we could do that. And then maybe do a quick draft. I was going to be on a little bit earlier today, but there was an update to Magic Arena. It took a little while. It took some time. Wicked Wolf. I'll take that. That's decent. That's a decent card. All right. Oh, maybe we'll just go ahead and start drafting. Why not? And we're at such a weird time. I don't know how many people will come in or not. But maybe if we're playing, some people will join us. So I got a little bit better at this format. I think I played 3 drafts this week. So I'm starting to learn the cards better, which is kind of nice. So Emery, is this any good in Limited? Yeah, Robert, I'm curious about the layers. I mean, some people think they're loot crates, which they could be. I thought maybe they could also be like something for like Walmarts and Targets that will coincide with mystery boosters at the game stores. Like perhaps they'll have a themed like reprint pack that's a jumbo pack or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. It might just be a loot crate, which if the price is right, that's fine. I guess I could subscribe if it was decent and open them on the channel if that's the case. I don't know. I feel like that could be fun to do, but. Anyway, normally I wouldn't buy a loot crate. I've never bought a loot crate in my life, but for the channel I might. I don't know. Let's see. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. Enters battlefield. Put the top 4 cards in the library. Choose artifact. That is very dependent on having artifacts in Limited, huh? I don't know if I feel comfortable first picking that. I mean, this is good. Bacon to a pie's fine. This is not good for Limited. What do we got? Freight Vandal's okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the removal here. First pick. See where it goes. Yeah, maybe something like Arch Enemy. That would be cool. It would be nice to see another vehicle for reprints. I think that's good. Especially considering we now have another format to worry about getting reprints out there for. I mean, even if you're at the point where they don't do much with Vintage and Legacy, because let's face it, Reserve List kind of gets in the way. But if they're trying to keep Modern like going and Pioneer, I don't know. They're gonna and Commander too. They're gonna need to really have a lot of vehicles for reprints. Okay, we baked into a pie. What else do we want to do here? That would be okay if I thought we were going into Knights. Youthful Knight's decent actually. I kind of like Youthful Knight. Tempting Witch can be real good too. Just kind of depends on what you're doing. Like, you can kind of back your opponent into a corner sometimes with Tempting Witches. If you get them early enough and you kind of build around that strategy. I mean, Golden Egg's always a fine pick. Witching Well's pretty good, too. I might go. I mean, we're in black. Let's go with Tempting Witch. See what happens. I like Belle of the Brawl. That's not bad. I also like Ardenvale Tactician. Malevolent Noble can be real good. Again, especially if we go into like food. For me, it's either this or this. I'm gonna go with this and try to go. Maybe we can push food. We can force that. That would be decent. I always like these. I mean, they are mana ramp. Run Away Together can be good with the right cards. There's not a ton in this pack, so I think we'll take that. We'll try to go Golgari and see what happens. See if we can make that happen. What else we got here? Curious Pair is fine. This is the best card in the set, in the pack probably, though. This is not bad either, actually. But do I want to try to push myself into red? I mean, it's still early. I could. But I do like just picking up a Curious Pair here, I think. Even though it is the weaker card. maybe. I could definitely see an argument, though, for taking one of the red cards there. Alright. Oh, definitely. Smitten Swordsmith, I think, is great. Reef Soul is great. That's what we'll be taking. Looks like black's pretty open if we're getting a Reef Soul this late. Although you never know with the algorithm what's going on. Yeah, definitely. We'll take one of those. Oh, you know, Wolf's Quarry has been decent for me. Especially with food backup. What else do we want to do? I mean, this is alright. I don't know if I'll play it for sure, but it can be okay. And this can be okay, too. Also, Crashing Drawbridge can be good. I might go with the Drawbridge. Because I always feel like we'll have plenty of opportunities to get those if we want one. Should get the Drawbridges to go by, too, but whatever. Nothing crazy here. Scry 2 and a 5/5. I'm just going to throw that in the sideboard for right now. But it's not unplayable. I don't think I want 2 of those. Okay. Yeah, pack 1. We're off to an alright start. I think this is just solid. Like, it's a good early drop, good late drop, protection from multicolor. Has trample, reach. I think that's probably the pick. Glass Casket's good too, though. There's actually a lot of decent cards in this pack. Like, I would be happy to take... I mean, we'll get another crack at one of these, but a Garenberg Paladin would be fine. I like Lost Legion for our deck. Outmuscle is actually really good. Do I want Outmuscle? I think I'm going to take the Stone Coil here. It's just such a solid creature, and it's always on curve. Kenrith Transformation. That can be a good answer for certain things. I mean, if there's nothing better in this pack, I'm going to try to stay with black-green. Garenberg Carver's fine. Another red cap melee. But I don't see a lot of red cards going around, really. I mean, I could take this just as a stopgap in case we need it. Yeah, Robert, definitely Stone Coil. Stone Coil is just always good. I love Stone Coil. And it doesn't get passed very often, so obviously the algorithm believes it's good too. Witch's Vengeance is good removal. I think I might just take that. Because the only other removal we have is the Bacon to Pie, right? Bellabrawl's good. Sir Conrad, what's he do? Oh, he's the one that mills both you and the opponent. That's not a bad card. That's another card that can kind of start to corner people. Like the Death by 1,000 Cuts. 5-drop. It's also a 5/4. That's beefy. I do like these Malevolent Nobles, though, too. Plenty of these going around. We should wheel something there. Outflank is solid. If we wanted to try to splash white, but I don't know if I want to try to do that now. I mean, these 3 are good. I'm just going to go with Sir Conrad. Why not? There's another Noble. So we got another crack at that. Curious Pair. Yeah, I'll take the Noble for sure in that pack. What else? Oh, this is kind of nice. Savvy Hunter. There's also a Reef Soul in here, too. Oh, that's right. We did pick up a Reef Soul. So we do have Reef Soul. I think I'm taking the Savvy Hunter. That's going to get us a little more into food. Okay, this one's interesting. Edgewall Innkeeper. 1, 2... I don't 3. I don't have a ton of things that work with it, but we still got like a full pack and then some. It can be a good card. There's also this. If I had ways to buff this, which, again, we still got a lot of time. So I guess the question is, do we want to go with Edgewall and try to pick up more adventure cards? Or do we want to go with this and try to get a little equipment? I haven't really played with this. I played with Edgewall Innkeeper. It's very solid, but I kind of want to try this. It's also a 2/2, so hey, how bad could it be? Okay, that's something else that interacts with food. Wicked Guardian's not bad. We only got one card really that draws us cards, but I might just go with the 2-drop here. Oh, out muscle. Yeah, I'll take that. That ended up wheeling. Go figure. Here's an adventure card. I'll take it. Get one of these finally. I'll probably just take another one of these. That's actually very playable. Maybe. Okay, pack 3. Of course, nothing in our colors up at the top. Although this would play well with, what was the card? The name? I already forgot. Sir Farron. So that's a thought. What else is here? Memory theft. Yeah, I might just take this. I think those are actually pretty decent. I mean, Sir Garen's human, so that's not... Oh, but here, this will play... There we go. Let's take a Ginger Brute. We also got this, though. Another Savvy Hunter. Oh, and an Epic Downfall. Okay, I think I gotta take Epic Downfall here. That's just too good not to take. But we'll wheel something from that pack. That's actually very strong, I think. Giant Skewer. Maybe. Oh, we do have one of those, too. That plays with Farron. I mean, I don't want to get too one-track minded on Farron. Just one card in our deck, but... This also plays into food, so... Maybe we'll go with that. Okay. Another one of those. Oh, here we go. Giant Opportunity. I haven't used this card yet, but this seems very good. As long as you have enough food. If I can sack 2 food, get a 7/7 for 3. Yeah, sure. That's perfect for this deck. That's the kind of, like, sort of pressure card we needed that we didn't have. That can be fine. This can be okay, but this card feels super awkward to me unless I'm in that mill deck, because you get it early and you're just, even if you're at 5 mana, you're sitting there and you're like, I can't really do anything with this thing except like -2/-2 for 5, you know? It just never seems to be good, but I do think in the right deck, it's probably a good pickup. I might just take this. I mean, we got a lot of playables anyway at this point. There's a late outflank. There's another Tempting Witch. There's also a 2-in-Val Tree Folk, which I actually like a lot. So I might just take that. Another Garenbrig. Garenbrig Paladin. I mean, it puts pressure on. I think we got enough stuff to beef up our other guy. There's an Innkeeper now. There's also a Ginger Brute. I think I want the Ginger Brute because we got all this other stuff to pump. We might as well take advantage of that with the Ginger Brute. Curious Pairs, fine. Another Ginger Brute, probably. Yeah. Let me take one of these. I don't know if I want 2 of those, but... Oh, that's the... I'm sorry, that's a different card. That's the one with the flying. Okay. And there we go. Not bad. I don't think it's the most amazing deck in the world, but I don't think it's horrible. Let's see. 23 creatures right now. So, we can surely cut some creatures if we need to. We got some cuts to make here, so let's see what's happening. First, let's look at things that are just not good. Non-human creature. This is okay, but I think for a 1-drop, it's a little underwhelming. Like I want my 1-drops to have kind of some sort of evasion or something like that. Typically, but okay. I think the rest of our 1-drops are solid. We got 2 nobles. I like them. I like that a lot. Curious Pair is fine. I don't know if we need 2. I mean, that's going to be a lot of times just a 2/2 for 2 for us, which is okay but we could cut it. I think that's fine. Yup. I don't think this really plays in our deck. We're not trying to, like, run people over. Tempting Witch. Sure. Yup, we definitely want that. We don't really have any bad cards here. I mean, is there a place for this? this isn't the right deck for this card, but it's still a sizable creature for 5. Oh, hey, I appreciate that, Liam. Thank you so much. Thank you, Liam, with the $5 super chat. Love your channel. Thanks. That is awesome. I started streaming. This is only my 3rd stream. So I did this a couple weeks ago just to test it out and see how it went. And I did get to stream a little bit last week, too. And this has been a slow week so far as far as people that are here, numbers of people. But hey, I really appreciate stuff like that because I went into this not really even thinking about super chats, but I can't tell you how much that helps. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, so thank you. So, let's see. I got to get rid of 11 cards. That's quite a few. I think part of me just wants to get rid of Sir Conrad because it doesn't feel like it jives with what we're doing. And it's a little bit higher end, 5 mana. So, considering all the cuts we have to make. This is also maybe a little awkward because I kind of want to use this on the night, and it's going to cost me 5 to equip. I could throw it on a Ginger Brute, I suppose. Maybe that's worth keeping in. I definitely want to keep 2 of those. I want to keep that. I don't know if I need 2 of those in this deck. I don't know if I need this in this deck. I mean, I don't want to short myself 2 drops, but... I definitely want Reeve's Soul. I only have to get rid of 8 more cards. I don't know if I need 2 Carvers at the 4 spot. Like 1's probably good enough. Still leaves us 7 cards we got cut. It's an embarrassment of riches. I do want to make sure I don't have too many like pump spells though. Like I don't want a handful of like Tall as a Beanstalk and like Rosethorn Halberd, right? Like I want to make sure I'm getting my creatures, so I don't want to cut. How many creatures are left? 17 creatures. So I mean I could cut another creature or 2 and be fine, but I don't want to go much beyond that. So I do have to cut some non-creature stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that. Might get rid of that. It does play with food though too. We don't have a ton of food payoffs, but like I think just having food's good. So I might just go with that. We have a lot of removal. I mean, I hate to just cut out removal, but we do have a ton of it. I also got 2 of these, but I think I want to be careful with creatures, especially our high-end creatures. We need something to put away the game. Okay, so 6 cards got to go. Let's do this. I think 1 goes. We keep those. I'll cut that. I could cut this too. Again, it's another kind of temporary pump spell. I think I got enough stuff that works. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. Tall as a Beanstalk. Yeah, Robert. I haven't seen an issue yet. It was a little slow, like right when I turned it on, but it seems okay. I played a game before I went live just to see, and it seemed okay, but you never know with Magic Arena. Gotta get rid of 3 more things. I have what, 16 creatures? How many removal spells do I have? Let's get to that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that is a lot. I could get rid of Witch's Vengeance. I mean, though, sometimes that's great, though. If somebody really does happen to have a couple things. This is also a creature, too. I should count that as a creature. So, if I wanted to trim a creature, The transformation as well. That might be able to go. I mean, it does cantrip, which is nice, and it will deal with like a Witch's Oven or something, I suppose. But there's a lot of times this card might not do that much for us compared to some of the other removal. And if I have enough removal to get rid of other things, I don't know. I might cut that. I gotta get rid of 2 more cards. There's also 2 on color. I might get rid of that one. Down to 1 more. I don't know, tall as a beanstalk. Yeah. Let's make sure our land distribution is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for green. 9 and 8. Yeah, that's probably okay. Considering we have all these 2-drops and stuff. We do have 2 green on color for that 2-drop. So... Hey, sorry, let me get that right. D3 Cato, or Cato. From the UK, your Market Watch is a staple for my LGS. Thank you. That's really awesome. I appreciate that. So, those videos are a lot of work, but I like to do them because I think a lot of people are helped by them. So, a lot of folks do let me know, hey, I have these cards in a binder. I didn't know they were worth anything. I saw the Market Watch. I sold them, you know. So, I like to help folks like that. Yeah, let's go with this, see what happens. Not the most amazing deck I've ever drafted, but let's see if we can scrap out a few wins. Little land heavy, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I might keep it. We do have this at the beginning, or at turn 4 we have the creature. Yeah, okay. Make some food. Here's pair. Opponent's playing black too. Same colors, okay. Their deck's probably better than our deck. I could get quick damage across with this, and then I could play it next turn. Probably the smartest thing to do. This is an instant, right? Yeah. Attack. And now we have the ability to just play the 3-2, and we got some value out of it, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, perfect. If they do want to attack with this, I'll trade. I think my vanilla 3-2 is worse than their 3-3 with abilities. Oh, or that could happen. Good time to hit one of our million removal spells, huh? Well, I mean, I could play this in double block as an option. Not really where you want to be, but I don't see a lot of better options right now. And we're kind of, it would be the 2 for 2 because it's got the enchantment on it. If they can disrupt our board, though, that's not going to happen. Yeah, true. We did get our curve, so that's, oh, there you go, figures. So that's something. Probably just take 6 here, because, I mean, if we get another, because well, yeah, I can play this next turn. And then again, I have a situation where I could double block. I'm trying to think what deck I had a few days ago that I did really well with. what colors I was playing. I went 7-2 with an Isn't One with the second card draw matters. That was like really strong. Airbrig. Hey, Adamant. So now if they attack, we're not going to lose both our creatures. But again, they do have 5 open mana, 6 open mana, and 4 cards in their hand. So yeah, there you go. They have a lot of the same stuff we got. They just got it in a better order. I don't know, I could take 6 again. I think blocking with it and losing it takes away the ability later to do a double block. They are starting to run out of cards. But it's also starting to get a little too late for us to stabilize. Well, it's not ideal, but you know what? This... and this... I could pay 2 to pump that as well. 3, so yeah. I could definitely do that. Okay. So let's see if they have another removal spell. If they do... if they do, I don't know. We're in trouble. They got 4 cards in their hands. So they probably got something. Edgewater. Edgewall Innkeeper. I always want to call that Edgewater. I don't know why. I've done that when I've been filming videos where that card's come up and I've had to re-record it because I call it Edgewater. When I did like the deck list videos on Monday. Okay. I think they got this one. They're going to just beat us with card advantage at this point. And they just had a much better start than we had. Oh, that's alright. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do... pump this. The most annoying thing they have now, assuming this works out... well, there you go. Kind of thought something would have happened. If that did work out, they would have had the 1/1 Death Touch. But that's just going to blow us out there. Oh well, what can you do? They had some good draws, and they had the Edgewater Innkeeper kept their hand going. I mean, I could just use this. Did that in the wrong order because I should have. I could have done it for Adamant if I tapped the mana differently, but okay. Well, there's a removal spell. I guess we're not out of it yet. That's not good. Wow. Wow. Top and bottom for the Scry. So they got another card. They got more heat coming too. Aside from what's on in their hand. Well, we got a chump. Maybe I'll just keep that back. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it's 1 point of damage, but... a little too little, too late, but... sure. Wow, that was just devastating. So this is unblockable. They can hit us for 1. I can chump. I mean, if they attacked with everything, I'd be down to 1. Which they probably won't do. They'll wait a turn. I do have the food, so I could gain 3 life, but ideally you would like to have... Ouch. We can also... Oh, okay. Alright then. I guess that's that. I did get Garrick one time in a draft, and every time I drew the card I won. Like, my opponent never got an answer for that.
Looks like you.
Like, the card's just way too good. Like, there were a couple games where I was down to like 2 or 3 life, and I drew it and just came back. It was nuts. Okay, so we lost game 1. I mean, I don't know. Their deck was definitely better than ours. Having Garrick helps, but good beats. I mean, there's nothing we could have done about that. Good beats. I do feel like I'm getting better at this format, at this set. So maybe another week or 2 I might actually know what I'm doing. I feel a lot better than I did last week for sure. So, I don't know. We'll have to... Next week's Thanksgiving week. I probably won't stream on Thanksgiving because people will be not watching it. But maybe I'll stream another day next week. I'll have to see what's going on. This is the 3rd Thursday in a row I did do a stream where we played some games and stuff. The first week we were doing the reveals for the... whatchamacallit, the mystery packs, because that was going on simultaneously, so we were looking at those cards. We had a lot of people watching the stream then, because we kind of had something to talk about, but... Okay. I mean, a little land heavy, but... decent. We got a good curve happening. D3 Kato. Yeah, they did. They had a lot going on in their deck. They had a good draft. They had a better draft than we had. That's a nature draft. I mean, you do have more ability to control what's happening, obviously, but at the same time... what do I want to do with this? I don't want to do here. Let's do this. Or I could get this out quick. It's got 2. Yeah, let me throw that out there. It's got 2 toughness. It's a little more durable. Yeah, you have more control over what you can do since you're actually picking the cards unlike sealed. But at the same time, you know, some drafts just seem to go so well, and sometimes you just find yourself in the wrong lane. Yikes. I think what I want to do here, really don't want to waste my mana, but part of me wants to play this and then go ahead and throw the counters on it next turn. Or I could hold off. I mean, I might be able to lure a removal spell out of their hand if I don't do that. Attack for 2. And then make them think twice. Well, no matter what I do, I'm going to lose some of my mana efficiency, but yeah, maybe I just will play this. I don't really need to change my mana color. This way, I don't know, if they destroy that, they destroy it, I guess. I'll still have the extra 2 counters to put on something. Fine. That's fine. If they want to use that on that card, by all means, knock yourself out. I can also feed it to this now, too, if I really want to. Get in there, hit for 4. They only have 2 cards left, so if we can kind of keep this even, we might be okay. Yeah, I figured they'd probably hold that back. I got some tricks here. Let me see what we could do. Oh, now this shows up. I could do this. Play this. That way, next turn, I know I'm going to have enough mana to play the Tree Folk if I really want to. And then I can eat this and give this thing a counter. Or I could play another creature. But I think I'd rather do that and kind of build the size of that up a little more, as opposed to going wide. Because then that way, if I can just buff it one more time, it can deal with the 2/6 if I need to. Oh, that's fine. Mill away. Oh, nice. They hit 3 lands. I mean, I would have liked to have that, but that's okay. I don't have any food right now anyway. Thank you for getting those lands out of the way. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, well, this changes some things. We could use this. Or I could wait and use it on that. Or I could just play this big old 6/5 and slow roll things a little. We do have card advantage on them right now, so if everything stays constant, we're in a good position. I might just attack in and just see what they do. Because if they think I have a pump spell, they might take some damage. Okay, they decided to do that. I think I'm actually going to get rid of that. And get this on the battlefield for later. Oh, this card. Wonderful. This card. There's a few. I don't want this to get away from us. The best thing to do is really to attack in with like 1 or 2 big creatures. If we start attacking in with a bunch of creatures, we're going to get destroyed by that thing. So I think what I'm going to do... I could bluff him and attack in again, but I think... Well, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to attack in. If they want to block, I'm just going to sack this. And get rid of that 2/6. Or even better, just take the damage. I appreciate that. Okay. So now I'm going to play the big creature. So now we have 2 large creatures that can race that. The Revenge of Ravens. Because that just... If you watched the stream last week, that got me. We both had one out. And I just lost because I was too aggressive. I just kept attacking. Thought I could outrun it. I couldn't. Spoiler alert, I could not. So spoiler, I could not outrun it. Okay, so now they're getting a little worried. They're holding stuff back. That's good. So I think I might throw another creature out. Well, no, I'll wait. Because I can always eat that if I need to. I mean, attacking with this, I don't think is accomplishing much if they have blockers. I don't have anything with trample, so I think I just attack in with these two large creatures. I mean, maybe they have a trick, but... Yup. But they got one card in hand. Okay, this time they are blocking, so yes, I'm going to pump this. Get rid of that. We can get some things off the board, and then maybe we'll be okay as long as they don't draw some miracle. Okay, they gained a little life with that. So that's the other thing they could do. If they can keep gaining life, they could outrun us that way. We are down to 8 now. We don't have a lot of chances. So that could very well get us eventually. But I think what we do is we just play out some oh, I could create a food token. Hang on. Let's do this. Food token. I don't want to get greedy. I'm going to play this out. They can hit me for 1. Well, they can hit me for 2. Because the thing is, I can continue to pump the Noble with the Curious Pair, and I can save the food token for gaining some life. I think that's a smarter thing to do, considering the situation we're in right now. You really have to play around this Revenge of Ravens thoughtfully, or it gets you. It gets you big time. They must have a play. They didn't put their equipment on before they attacked. So, I don't know. Maybe they got an instant? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play something cheap here, so I got more stuff I can use as fodder if I want to. But ultimately, we're just attacking with... I can attack with maybe 3 things. Do that. Yup. I don't know. I mean, unless they really truly don't have anything. We might run out of time to beat them. We might run out of life. Okay, that hurts a lot. It's 0-1 right now, Lawrence. We just started. We came up against another Golgari deck with Garrick and good things. Good cards. Actually, good cards were in that one. They did go down to 8, though. So that's another way for them to gain life. I think they got us. I can attack him with a 6/5. Well. Epic Downfall is over 3. I'm thinking Reef Soul. Reef Soul's under 3. Okay. So that's kind of a dead draw. Okay, mathematically, let me think about this for a second. If I attack with the 6/5, they're going to block it. The other thing we could do is put this on the battlefield and just pump it like crazy. Or the other one, anyway. Okay, so they're going up to 10. We go down to 5. Ugh. That card, it is a beating. See what they do for blocks. I think they gotta block. Well, they gotta block both. Well, they gotta block one of them. If they block the 6/5, that's gonna put them up to 13. So 9-5. Thanks, Lawrence. You got more confidence than I got. 3-5. I'd be proud of myself, though, if I won this one. This one requires thought. Okay, they're attacking. Puts me in a bad spot, but 5, 6, 7. Ugh. I got no way to make food, huh? I can only tackle one thing. I can pump the 4/4 to a 7/7, right? If I had enough mana. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I do. But that's not enough. Not enough, not enough, not enough. If I try to hold back a turn to do that, to use the Savvy Hunter, I'm dead because that thing's a 3/5. Wow, it was close. Can't use the Epic Downfall. This doesn't do anything for us. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. I think there's not much else we can do. Oh well. Thanks, Bronson, for stopping by. I appreciate it. This card beats me again. Well, okay. Our opponent's thinking. I don't know what they're thinking about. Thinking about how good the wind's going to be in a second. Maybe they got disconnected. That's our only hope. Attack all in. I thought I'd scare him by just attacking with the noble to make them like do the math and think if I can pull it off. All right, you got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah. So 0-2, great start. Whenever I'm on stream, I lose. I don't know why. The second I go off stream, I go like 6, 7 wins. But what can you do? Appreciate y'all hanging out with me, though. That's the fun part of it. Chatting, talking, playing some games. Okay, yeah. I don't know. We'll try again. We gotta get one win, right? I don't think the deck's that bad. Like, it's not great. It was kind of a middle-of-the-road deck to begin with, but not unwinnable. I mean, we were like a food token away from winning that last game. But, alas, we did not have it. Okay. Yikes. This makes me nervous. If we don't draw green, I mean, we're sunk. We have time to draw green. We got 2 lands, and then we have Reef Soul. And if we do, we're set. Like, we got mana for days. I don't know. I feel like gambling today. That's my biggest flaw as a Magic player. I'm too much of a gambler. I see a hand like that and I think of the good possibilities and not the bad ones. Hey, thanks, Bronson. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to stream maybe like once a week. I like doing it. It's just a lot of fun. Like, I've been having a good time doing it. And I think it's a way to kind of like chat and talk about things that we normally might not really talk about on the channel, you know? So, thanks, D3. Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, with the Reef Soul, sure. Yay, we got there. Okay. I'm just going to use that to buy us some time. Looks like they're playing an aggressive build. And we have another removal spell, too, so I'm happy with that. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Start putting some pressure on him. Food token, yep. Hey, David. Yeah, this is post-Oko standard. This is what all the decks are like now. Glass casket, okay, okay. If you want to use it on that, I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that. It probably was a smart move, though, because they're going to assume we have more synergy with food than we do have. So, like, why not? This thing's just a vanilla, right? Yeah, okay. We got a little board state. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If we lose, I'll do another draft. Maybe we can win a game next time. Like I said, if you missed the drafting portion, I don't feel like this is the worst deck in the world. I mean, did we get any crazy bombs like Garrick or something? No, of course. But I don't feel like it's a 0-3 deck. I don't think I've ever gone 0-3 on Arena. Of course, it's going to happen on stream. Best time for it to happen. 4-2. Okay. I mean, playing Boros colors, I get they're being aggressive. But I mean, I don't know. We'll have to kind of see if their hand can hold out. Especially considering we have food. Ow. That's good. We got 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, DC. I think so. Golgari food is quite good if you get it to line up. Like, maybe we forced it a little bit because we got some good Golgari cards in the beginning. We didn't get the best food deck, but yeah, when it lines up for you, yes, it is incredible. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were in the chat, but even just getting Garrick, if you're lucky enough to open that, like, I won every game I played Garrick with last time I drafted that card. It's crazy, too, and it's in those colors. Okay. So they can tap down 2 of my things. I mean, they are all in on the aggressive route here. What's the other card? Oh, yeah, that's just a 3-1. Okay. If they play something big, I got bacon to pie. Or if I just need a food token, I can get rid of something. That's fine, too. That is fine, fine, fine. Is that an instant? It is, right? Yeah. That's a good card. Okay, let me just go to combat. Let them tap what they want to tap. Tap away. Mm-hmm. Don't have 3 green. I would have, I guess, if I played that on the main. But I think it's still fine. 4-4 or 5-5. I don't think it matters too much right now in this board state. Because can any of these, that can block it, the 3-1 can block it. But that's it. That can block it now. Okay, if at least 3, that's just a 3-6. I think what we do is just this. What do they have showing here? Oh, they can... Okay, they have the 2-4 flyer. I don't really care too much about that. Let's get rid of this. Puts them in a tough spot. We go down to 10. So we know they at least have this in their hand. I mean, they might have double red spells too. Okay, well, that could help them maybe. Depends on what they have in their hand. If it's like equipment. Or Knight, I suppose. Oh, it's probably a good card. Let's see. Okay, that's aggressive, but we got out muscle. Alright. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. Creature you control. Creature I don't control. Pay adamant. There we go. I don't know if they didn't calculate the trample or if they didn't care at that point. Alright, we won one. We did not go 0-3. That's what's important. That was the goal of today, not going 0-3. So hey, that's a start. Maybe we can win another one. One thing I do have to do if I stream more, I need to get a chair that doesn't make noise whenever I move and also isn't painful to sit in. I mean, I record videos. I mean, Market Watch videos, they can take a good, I don't know, hour recording time. So I probably should have got a comfortable chair before. Thanks, D3. Yeah, we won one. Yikes, I can't keep this one. I mean, we got a lot of low drops, but I'm not even going to risk that. Now, this is a nice hand. What we'll put back... Yikes. Wow, I don't wish I didn't have to put any of these back. I'll probably put Foreboding Fruit back, though. Because this is a nice curve. We could do 1, 2, 4 here. Yeah. I could be risky and throw a land back, but I don't know if I like that idea. I mean, if I threw a land back, though, well, nah, I don't want to... Yeah. I've gambled enough today with that last keep. I'm just going to do that. If we draw a 3-drop, that'd be phenomenal. We're going first, so I'm not going to drop this as a 1-drop. I could, but I'm just going to hold on to it. It's not like we're in some situation where we need a 1-drop. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So that gives us something to do on turn 2. Another way to play this, I could have played this. Sure. I could have played the rider and then used the ability, but I feel like it's a little slow for what it's getting me. I'd rather just kind of put everything down and then try to pump and get in there. as long as we keep drawing lands now. That's the other problem. I was assuming we're going to get our 4th land, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. If we do, we'll be in a nice spot. We did. Okay, so here's the tricky part. They could have an opt, which would make that a 3-2 death touch. They probably do have an opt, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, would kill either of these things even if we pump them. But I could do this. I could go ahead and play the Serpent. And then I could pump the Serpent if I really wanted to. I think I'm going to do that. Gives us a play, gives us board presence that the Wolverine won't be able to deal with easily. And I think I still attack with this. Because if they want to trade, well, it's got first strike. Oh, no, 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 no. They didn't have it. Okay. So I called their bluff there. Don't know if I meant to, but, but I did. Okay. This would make this a 4-3. I think I do that. They could have red cap melee, I suppose. Is that? I don't know if that's an instant or a sorcery. They also could have the +2/+2, the knight. If they do, they do. I mean, good for them. I do think if they did, they would have used it last turn, unless they drew it this turn. Yeah, red cap melee. Interesting. Maybe they just didn't want to be in a situation where they lost a land, but I'm fine with that, actually. I don't hate our position here. Just keep putting beef down on the battlefield. They hit a land, so they might start getting something going. I think considering the cards in our hand, we just go for it here. None of these have haste, right? Yep. They're in a weird spot. I mean, they could kill off the tree folk, which they're going to do, but we're gonna 2-for-1. I'm assuming they don't have any other answers, and they're still taking 6 damage in the process. Yes, that's what we want. Next, and we have the witch too. Like if things totally go sideways. There we go. There we go. Yay, 2 wins. Alright, doing a little better now. 2-2. 2-2. Oh, did I? Yeah, sure, I had fun. Okay. That's new. I've not had that come up before. Sure, we had fun. We won, right? That was fun. I wonder what that, I don't know what that would like tell them exactly. Like what data that gives them. If it's just like drafting, like is drafting fun? I don't know. Or is it the actual game? Or are they like rating the opponent? I don't know. It's weird. Interesting hand. Okay, all green. That's not cool, but our cards are all green too. I mean, we have all forest and all green cards. I'll keep it. I got burned last week keeping a hand of all black cards in swamps, but we drew all of the other color after that point in the game, but it never drew the other land. Yeah, that's right, Ansel. We'll get a rank up. That was my last weekly win, though, for 15, I think. But still. D3, yeah, the opponent must have said not so fun. That's a good start for them. I mean, it's awkward for us because we don't want to block with this. Ultimately, though, if this stays alive and we can put 2 counters on it and then use, like, out muscle or something, we could be in a nice spot. So they can take their... I mean, 4-point damage swing, though. That's good. Like, that's a good card. Okay, now we get a card in black. Next turn we can do that. So I do want to have a creature out that I can attack with and take like full advantage if we end up going down that route. This gives us mana of any color though, so that helps, although this is 2 on color. Let's attack. We could have a trick, but I don't want this to get too far away from us. Stifle is, yeah, black, green, and Eldraine is good. It can be so good when it works. I don't know if you're here for the draft, but this one's kind of middle of the road. It's not amazing, but still. Okay, I think what I want to do... I can make this a 4/4 for now. The downside is I would not want to attack in and lose it. Especially considering we don't have really stable mana right now. I think I'm going to hold that back. 4/4. I can outmuscle next turn. Yeah, that's the plan. Assuming they can't disrupt what we're doing. They only have 2 cards in their hand, so we'll see. If I can outmuscle, get rid of one of the 2/1s, make that indestructible, just kind of attack in. Maybe I get rid of the 2/3. One top, one bottom, so they got something coming. Sure I did that right. Target creature you control. Okay, so what do we really want to get rid of here? Do we care enough about the 2/1 lifelinks, or is it just the larger creature, the 2/1, or the 2/3? Probably this one. I mean, they gotta put some blocks up here, so... And they might just block with their 2/1/1s. Oh, that's interesting. They realize that's indestructible, I don't know. Yes, Stifle is the 2/3. I think that was the way to go. I mean, it gets more of the toughness out of the way. Yeah. They only have 1 card in hand, so this really puts us in a nice spot, depending on what they draw, you know. They did keep something on top and they scryed, so they might have some heat. We also have Bacon the Pie if we can get one more black mana, or I play the other mana dork, and the next turn I can use that too. They are thinking about something. Okay, so what are our options here? And we don't have a ton of options. I can just play a big, beefy creature. If I attack in with this, the downside is it's gonna die. But what's it taking with it? It's going to be a 2-for-1, plus this thing's coming. They're going to have to chump it. And they got an empty board state. We have a grip full of cards. So I think we just do it. They ended up taking the 7. I mean, they're still at 11, I guess, but still. I'm going to put this out there, and then that puts us in a position that now Bacon the Pie is open to us. I'll make a food token, because why not? Bacon into Pie is going to be open to us if they do come down with something crazy. I mean, I don't know, it's not crazy, but... Oh, now I want to have food tokens. This would get me there eventually. Maybe I'll just hold that off in case things go wrong. What's sad is if I bake into Pie, because of our situation here with no swamps, I'm going to have to not attack this turn. And I can't even play this. Maybe I play this. Here, let's do this. I play this. And then next turn, bake into a Pie and just attack. And hopefully they don't draw anything useful. Alright, 3-2. Now we're doing something. Yeah, and so I could have done bacon into the Pie last turn, but I figured I'd get the creature out first, and then that way the turn I bake into the Pie, I'd have an attacker. But either way, I don't know. I think both would have worked there. They really needed to draw something, but they didn't. So we didn't have to rate that game. It was fun, though, in case anyone's keeping track at home. Okay, so let's see. We got 3 wins now. This isn't too bad. Three, how many were MM? Actually, none, believe it or not. Golgari Food beat us. Was it both Food? I can't remember what the second one that beat us was. Or was that that was the is it draw? I think draw second card matters. I think that's what beat us, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Mill can be annoying on here. I've never like got the deck to work when I drafted. I kind of wonder, like, it doesn't feel like those cards are underappreciated in as far as the bots are concerned, but the deck does come up a lot. Yeah, this is a good hand. We'll keep it. Yeah, our last hand and our draws were really good. Like, if the game went longer, I think we were still fine under most circumstances. Start off with 2-1 lifelink, see where that takes us. We got the Tree Folk too, so maybe that's a thing, maybe not. Reeve Soul's kind of nice with this hand as well, because we're able to... Anything else better now? I got a trick. You got a trick for this? Paragon. Interesting. I mean, they want to kill one of these two things with a Paragon. And they want to lose the Paragon. I'm not going to argue with them. If my opponent wants to do that, by all means. Okay. I could put the counters on the Ginger Brute. That's pretty effective. We're going to draw some cards. I think that is the play. It's actually the only play. We're getting super aggro all of a sudden. The problem is they have, what, 7 cards in their hand? They have 8 cards in their hand. They're getting a lot of setup things happening. Could Reef Soul that and just slow them down. I could also play this creature. I feel like Reef Souling a 4/1 is not the worst thing in the world. Oh, can I not Reef Soul that? What's its casting cost? 2. Oh, power 3. I was thinking it's casting cost. So that's not going to happen. So, okay, that's fine. I could just... My options are just play this or attack with this. I think I play this. I'm not going to wait around for the extra green mana. And we still have the Reef Soul. I'm sure it will come in handy for something. I do need another green for Will's Quarry, which could be quite good if we could get that going. Yorvo. Yikes. We need to like hit Epic Downfall as quickly as possible, probably. Wow, that's bad. Makes our Reef Soul look especially bad. That's bold. The economy's good though. If I trade with a 5-drop with a 2-drop, I guess. Now they're forcing that to block. Okay. Yeah. Yup. Makes sense. They're still losing one of their creatures to do it, though. No, they're not. Or they're not. Okay, fine. We are in trouble for sure. I could play the larger creature first and then play those. I might do that. That might at least, I don't know, buy us a little time. Yeah. They're bringing the beef to the battlefield this time. If we draw Epic Downfall and get rid of Yorvo... What is this? Okay, why are they attacking with this other than maybe they have a combat trick? Enters the battlefield for... Okay, green enters the battlefield. We get a +1/+1 counter. If I block with both of these... They have a... flash creature or a buff, something to buff it, I would imagine. Maybe they did, but didn't think I would double block. There it is. And there it is. I mean, we got that off the battlefield, but... we still have a lot of problems to deal with now. Well, we got a couple ways to look at this. I could try to hit Epic Downfall. Or I could throw this out to buy us more time. I mean, those are probably our next two plays. This could also give a food token, which could come in handy. And maybe if we're lucky, we draw the Epic Downfall right now. Yeah, pay adamant, sure. No downfall, but we do have a creature we can play. So they can attack in with a 5/5. There's not a lot we can do about that. But next turn, if we put the wolf tokens out, that's all they attacked with. If we wanted to chump, I might hang on to that though. We're gonna be able to chump with the wolf token. We'll just go down to 9. They become food tokens. Still think this is the best play for our longevity here. These are boar tokens, not wolf tokens. I don't want to attack, do I? I could attack. I mean, they could block with a 6/2. Or I could hold everything back and just threaten. Yeah, I might do that. I could threaten a quadruple block, and they might just not do anything this turn, maybe. But if they attack with a 5/5, I'm not going to quadruple block, because I don't want to get blown out by a pump spell. Interesting. They got one card. They got 2 mana up. How many pump spells have they already used? 2. Do they have a third insatiable appetite? Probably. I think I gotta block that too, just because if they have a pump spell, I mean, they don't have any food, so I guess that does limit some of the things they could do, but I feel like they got something here. I don't know if they would just... Wow. Wow. Guess it's good that I... Not what we wanted to see there. Just can't hit a destroy spell, unfortunately, because that would help our case a lot. Because the thing is, if I could hit Bacon to Pie, I haven't used that this game, right? No, that was last game. If I could hit Bacon to Pie, if I could hit Epic Downfall, how many cards are left in our deck? 23. Like, we have a chance. They're not necessarily... We could at least stabilize. And the Reef Soul eventually should be able to hit something. Eventually. If this is the attack, I think we block the 6/2, try to get it off the battlefield, and take 7, gain 3. They're making a block anyway. That is fine with me. I would have done that anyway. Card draw is going to make it hard to stabilize though too. Yeah, David. That would be fantastic. I didn't see any of those go by in the draft. Okay. Now, I don't think there's much we can do. I can play this. I'm not gonna deal with anything coming at us. This is a dead card. We can stay alive for a turn. Maybe. Depending on what they have. Hey Wes, congrats! That's awesome. Grixis Fires from Bronze. That seems very good now in this new meta. I would actually like to try that deck. I think seems like a fun deck to play too. Actually, I got close to Mythic. I don't play a ton of Standard. I got close. Couple seasons, well, I guess it was beginning of last season when I was using gate shift, but I just need to play some more Standard. I would have played more this season, but with the bannings kind of threw me. Oh well, finally a target for that. Too little, too late. Well, we ended up going 3-3 with this deck, which, I don't know. Like I said, it was a middle-of-the-road deck, so I feel like this was not an unwinnable matchup if we could have drawn some removal spells, but we went through half our deck. What can you do? They didn't ask me if that was a fun game. Oh, I did level up, actually. 2 packs. And we got mastery points, too? Oh, we'll have to do this. Okay. Where are we in the mastery tree? We're moving along. Ayara, first of block Swain. Okay. Yeah, true, Matt. I could have drawn a card before Savvy Hunter died. Yeah. Could have seen one more card as opposed to just burn the food tokens. Maybe it would have been a removal spell, although at that point I guess it would have needed to be a board sweep. But still, yeah, we could have saw another card. Packs. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Spectre, Shriek, Opt. Alright, here we go. Emery. That's cool. I mean, it doesn't really do much in Standard right now. Although, I don't know. I haven't paid attention to the Affinity deck, how that's been doing. I'm sure everything's upside down this week when it comes to Standard. Brazen Borrower. That's a good card to have. I'll take that. Nice. Nice, nice. I guess I could build a Brawl deck with Emery. That actually might be fun. Okay. So, what should we do? Do we want to do another Throne of Eldraine Draft? What time is it? It's 1. I've been... Let's see. 3:51. I like to try to wrap up before 5 when the stream comes on for Magic on Twitch, but regardless, we can do another stream. Yeah, Matt. That was a tough position we were in. Good beats, you know. What can you do? Yeah, Wes. Yeah, that definitely did feel like a good deck, even pre-Oko. Very solid. So, like I said, I haven't played with the Fires deck yet. It seems like it'd be something I'd enjoy, though. It seems like it's up my alley. Hey, thanks, D3. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming out. That's awesome. I really, I'm still amazed that people show up and watch the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. And I guess before I go into our next game, I should plug flipsidegaming.com. If you want to go ahead and use that Heroes promo code, you can do so. Orders over $10, you'll save 10%. And it supports the channel. So thank you to everyone who does that. But even if you don't, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thanks for being here. Hey, Base Mana, good afternoon. Hey, Robert. Well, I'm glad you're here today. Swedenbrat. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Very relaxing. Yeah, true style. Like, what is that? Stylophilus? I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is true. Very true. So, should we do another one? I mean, we could do Guilds of Ravnica. I haven't done that in forever, though. I probably should stick with Throne of Eldraine. Guilds had... Is that the one that had Boros? I feel like Boros was always solid, if that was the one with Boros. I'm pretty sure it was. I'll do one more. We got time. I'll try to go quick. Try to play faster, or draft faster. Okay, what do we got here? Pack 1. Dance of the Manse. That would be a pick, but we'd have to really go deep into artifacts and be in these colors. I don't know if I'm ready for that commitment. I fear that kind of commitment. Hey, Max, thanks for being here. Wes, that's a good question. I don't know if they're doing anything for Black Friday. I think they did last year. They did a sale, but I haven't heard anything yet from them. They did a sale at the end of October for Halloween, so maybe they did that instead. But I would assume they do something for Black Friday. But when I know, I'll definitely say something on the channel in one of the videos this weekend if I hear anything. You would think they would be doing something. Yeah, or Cyber Monday, one of the two, definitely. Hey, Mystic Knight, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Max, thank you very much. So, yeah, a few folks watching. I was just saying a minute ago, always blows me away that people show up when I stream. It's only the third time I've streamed, so thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. Okay. I said I was going to go faster, and I still haven't picked the first card. Let's do, Lonesome Unicorn is not a bad card. I don't know if you're thrilled about it being a first pick. I like Outflank a lot. Probably going to be the first pick. Other than that, Burning Our Trainer's okay. I mean, it's beefy enough. I don't see anything else that really jumps out to me as being crazy. The Hydra. I like the Hydra, but I don't know if I'm ready for the color commitment that the Hydra does for your first pick. Like, definitely if I was going down the route of being in Simic colors, I would pick that, but I might go with the Outflank here and just start real simple. So our first pick was white. There's only one white card in pack 2. That's not a good sign. What is the best card here? I mean, there's Savvy Hunter, but again, that kind of locks us into something early. I don't know if I love that. Wishful Merfolk is a thing. It's not the worst card in the world for 2, especially if you want to slow things down. The Pumpkin, yeah. That was in the last pack. That actually would have been a good pick. That is a very good card, actually. I probably should have taken that. I don't know. Wishful Merfolk. That's not horrible. Nothing's really jumped out at me as I definitely want to play this card or that card. Run away together? I mean, there's things you can do with that. Doesn't feel like a thrilling third pick, though. This is not horrible. And even if we don't go blue, I don't know. Even if we don't do Azorius, like, what's the best card here? Into the Story. But you really have to be able to get cards in your opponent's graveyard. And even so, it's still a pretty expensive spell. I mean, drawing cards is fantastic, though. Alright, I might take this. I mean, these are okay, too. I don't know. This is not a thrilling first pack. Hopefully it gets better. There's a Reeve Soul. There's another outflank. I'll probably just take that. Venerable Knight's okay. Weapons Rack's okay. All that glitters, but again, I want to make sure I have stuff to go along with it. Could take a Ginger Brute. Shining Armor. I don't know. There's more lag this week than last week, I think, because y'all have some good ideas in the chat and I'm too far ahead of you. Scalding Cauldron. It's not a bad pickup, especially if we end up doing something with artifacts in these colors. I can go with that. Makes sense, David. Let's see. Weapons Rack. I don't hate that card. This is good if you control an artifact or enchantment. I think maybe that's what we try to do. We try to do the artifact thing. I don't have a lot of better ideas at this point. Nothing too amazing here. There's an opt. Yeah, David, Moonlit Scavenger. I think that was the right thing. Maybe I'll slow down a little bit. Let the chat catch up. I mean, opt is the only thing that's jumping out to me. True Love's Kiss just feels a little too situational. Although, I mean, we got beat by some artifacts and enchantments last time around, and it does cantrip. Thanks, Card Shop Reality. Thanks for being here for all three. That's awesome. Yeah, I've only done three, so this is you've seen them all. Yeah, Kiss is worth running one of. I agree, Matt. I think Op's great fits. I think we'll have another chance at it. I mean, we might have another chance at both of those, but I'll go with True Love's Kiss. Okay. White definitely appears to be open, so that's nice. Lonesome Unicorn's decent. Yeah, we'll go with Lonesome Unicorn. I agree, David. Love Princess. It doesn't feel like that does that much. I mean, there's Prophet of the Peak. That's not really where you want to be. But if we do stuff with enchantments, maybe it's worth it. The card becomes better if there's other things to interact with it, obviously. So maybe that's what we're doing. I could go with that. Okay. Mantle of Tides. Maybe. It's an artifact. It's cheap. There's also Hengewalker. Go with Hengewalker. At least it's a creature. It's board presence and it's an artifact, so maybe that will matter. Blackthwing Gargoyle, sure. Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, Gingerbread's good. I'll take that. That was a good last pick. Okay. Castle Blackthwing's good. That's the rare there. I mean, it's not flashy or exciting, but it's good. And there's, I don't know if I mean, Youthful Knight is very strong. So for me, it's either Castle Lock Thwain or Youthful Knight. I mean, obviously we'll have more chances to get Youthful Knights probably. Fairy Guide Mother's not bad either. Like, I could see that one. Dave, you think Guide Mother? +2/+1 in flying, and then you also get the 1/1 flyer. I mean, it's a little more aggressive. I do like it. Vantress is good if you're going to be in a long game. But you're right, if we were to go kind of small beats, that might be a plan. Man, I like Vantress though. But I think I'm going to go with Guide Mother. I mean, either one I think would be good. Okay. Ah, there we go. Shy Chaser. Artifact or enchantment. We just got to make sure. I mean, we're good on artifacts. I think we're fine. There's also Lucky Clover in this pack, though. But I don't really think we're going to have a ton of adventures. At least we don't so far. It's another opt. So Tiny is also decent. I like Clover, David. I don't know if it's going to pan out. It just depends on how the rest of the draft goes. I kind of like the Shine Chaser. I mean, well, I don't know. You gotta look at it this way. How many enchantments do we have? None. So maybe it's not that good. Because best case scenario, it's a 2/2 Flying Vigilance. For 3. Yeah, it's not exciting. So, if that's the case, so Tiny? Let's see what the chat says. There's a vote for Opt, a vote for Chaser. Clover. Clover and every unicorn. That would not be the worst thing in the world. I might try it. I mean, I'm passing a So Tiny, but we might get another one of those. Let's do it. Happily ever after. This isn't good, is it? When this enters the battlefield, each player gains 5 life and draws a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 5 colors among permanents you control... Yikes. There are 6 or more types. Nah, okay. We don't need to play that. There's Trapped in the Tower. That's not bad. Yeah, this is only the second pack, so we have a lot of opportunities to pull unicorns. There's an Epic Downfall here. I think I just look for adventures in these colors and maybe some artifact synergies. There's another Moonlit, which definitely could be good. Yeah, that's true, David. I mean, if we don't go blue, we don't go blue. I really like Moonlit Scavenger, but they do cost 6, and I already have 1. I think I'm going to go with Trapped in the Tower for that one. And then there's a Fairy Guide Mother. I like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. I mean, we could go mono white if white keeps flowing like this. There's another outflank. There's a unicorn. Yeah, man, green white adventures can be very good too. I've had some strong. I've seen some strong matchups with that. Bartered Cows are a white card here. It's not a great one, but if I wanted to try to go mono white, it's a thing. No artifacts in this pack. Or there's Tomb Raider. So I think I do that. Stick with the blue, even if blue's a lighter color. Price Griffin's fine, right? Miss Ford's not the worst thing in the world either, though. Between the Griffin and the Turtle, I'm going to go with the Flyer. I think it kind of makes more sense of what we're doing. I don't think I need a second True Love's Kiss. Maybe Ginger Brew. It is an artifact that might matter. There's another one of those. Or that one wheeled, actually, right? Or I could take Opt. Do I have any enchantments now? Does not appear so. I mean, I still could get an enchantment in pack 3, or I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. I agree. Let's go with the Chaser now. Such a late pickup. We could do Witching Well. Do we have a lot of ways to draw cards? I don't know that we do. And I think we'll have another shot at a Moonlit Scavengers if we really want one. Youthful Knight. That's a nice late pickup. Take that. And... Yep. Okay. Alright, pack 3. Hushbringer. And Sir Alan. Alright, so what's Hushbringer do? Flying lifelink. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities. That doesn't feel great. There's a Fairy Guide Mother in here too, but that might wheel the way things are going. I think it's definitely Sir Alan. 4/4 first strike with the ability for 5. Although, you like the Hushbringer. You gotta vote for Sir, vote for Hushbringer. I kind of like Sir Alan. There's this. I mean, we are going to be heavy white. Fireborn Knight. What else is in here? I mean, it does feel pretty good. I mean, it might be awkward if we play too much blue. But I don't see anything else jumping out at me in this pack. I mean, Blood Princess is fine. Roving Keep might be okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with this, right? I don't know. You got to vote for Roving Keep, though. What do you think, Jacob? Roving Keep? Fireborn Knight. I don't like Fireborn Knight if we go too heavy in blue. But we don't have a lot of blue right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue cards. 6 blue cards. So if we were to play all of them right now. I might go with the Knight. That's a tough one, though. Doom Foretold. Silver Flame Ritual doesn't seem too exciting. River Turtle. Meh. Maybe. Yeah, David, I think blue is going to be a splash. It feels like there's a few decent things here, but again, like Wishful Merfolk, probably don't need that. I don't know. We could go Unexplained Vision. It's card draw. And it's actually very good if you happen to get Adamant. I don't think we'll be in that position, but still. Here's another one of these. I think that this one feels a little too mana intensive for what it's doing. If I had some of the payoffs for having 1/1s, then that's different. There's another Outflank. There's also a Tactician. I think I like the Tactician. We have, what, 3 Outflanks? Yeah, I'm going to take that. Tactician. Not a lot here. I mean, Knight of Kirkeev, not very exciting. Take another Tome Raider. Venerable Knight. Do I have a lot of Knights? Or enough Knights? I got a couple Knights. Yeah. I don't know if I play it, but take the 2 in there. Agreed. I don't think the Merfolk would have been horrible either. I just don't want to go too deep into blue at this point. I mean, I could take something like this, but it might just be idyllic range, honestly. We're going to be pretty heavy white. And we got a lot of playables already. And when it comes to artifacts, too, I don't feel like we have a ton of payoffs. We have a few, but... take another one of those. Bartered Cow's not too exciting. Neither of these are too exciting. Take the Knight. You do have a couple of synergies with it, but I don't know if I play it. Princess, sure. Sure, I don't really think I'm playing that, though. Crashing Drawbridge. Nothing towards the end here. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this is a deck that's not the worst. But again, probably not the best. Okay, let's see what's here that we don't need or don't want. Let me start at the high end first. We don't have a lot of high end, so maybe I do play the Prophet Peak. Let's just go through and just see what's not good. Like, I don't think we need this. Forecasting cost. Although we are going to be pretty heavy white. I won't cut it yet. Well, I won't cut it yet, but... Fireborn Knight. Sea Knight Bridge. Scarecrow's in here. That can go. Knight of Keep can go. That's not doing anything. Yeah, let's try to find just the bad cards. I don't know if Drawbridge is great in this deck. It doesn't feel super aggro. Yeah, the Merfolk, Wishful Merfolk can go. See ya, Ariel. Black-Wing Gargoyle. We got a lot of 1-drops, so some of these probably can go. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Beloved Princess is that great for us. Those I want. They're not. Those aren't horrible. Flank Witching Well. I do like Runaway Together. I like those quite a bit. Hingewalker's fine. Signpost can go. Yeah, I think Silver Flame Ritual is going to be good in this deck. I agree. The Drawbridge doesn't feel like it belongs here. Let's see. We have to make 8 more cuts. We do have other ways to draw cards now. I don't know if we need the Witching Well. I mean, having an artifact's good for a couple of our cards, but we do have some options. I think, like, the Hingewalker I'd probably keep. Because how many creatures do we have right now? Oh, I got 20 creatures, so I can cut some creatures. Arndale Paladin, we could cut that. Because that is, I mean, it's a good blocker, but yeah, we're trying to be a little more aggressive. And I do have enough stuff for Lucky Clover, right? I was able to pick up. Yeah, definitely. So we got 2 of those. Two of these. Probably worth their time. Okay, so if we gotta make 7 more cuts, let's see here. What are things that just aren't doing much for us? I like those. These are kind of interesting. 2 1s for 1 are very aggressive. I do like that. And they might even at times be able to back our opponent into a strange spot. If we have a knight on the battlefield. I don't know if we need... Do we need Scalding Cauldron, considering we got 3 outflanks. Although I don't think we have any other removal, do we? Yeah, if we cut blue, I was kind of thinking that too. We get rid of Witching Well, run away together. We lose the 2 Tome Raiders. We lose that. So I guess the only concern I'd have is, do we have any ways to draw cards at all if we did that? I don't think I have any other cantrips. kind of like the, well, thing is, I like the Tome Raiders. It's weird is, though, if I cut too much blue, then you're in a weird spot where you're going to have a hard time getting the mana if you happen to draw the cards and such. It's not like we have dual lands in here or anything. But if I were to cut the blue, let's say, let's just look at it. That would take us to 40. And what does it give us? I mean, it could be a pretty aggressive build, like Fairy Guide Mothers, Venerable Knights, Ginger Brutes, Outflank. We have this, that's Vine Removal. Youthful Knight, Trapped in the Tower, Lucky Clover. Got some flying. I don't know, I don't hate this. Like I said, the only thing that kind of worries me is the card draw. Like, I don't think anything cantrips here, right? That I'm missing. Like, I'd like to have some way to see some more cards. We can scry. That actually is close. Because you're able to get rid of lands or whatever you don't need. Yeah, Jacob, it's going to be wide. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Am I being too paranoid about not having a way to draw something? And this cantrip's True Love's Kiss. I kind of want to try this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I kind of want to try it. I say... Yeah, I don't know. Do we need 17 lands? We could cut a land here. I have set... Well, how many? I have, what, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 4 or 5 drops. Maybe I'd keep it, because I do have 4 or 5 drops, a 6 drop, 3, 4 drops. I mean, I'd want to be able to hit my things quickly. Do have quite a few 1 drops, but you can also drop more than 1 card per turn. Yeah, I'm going to try it. What do you think? Let's go for it. Play game 1. I'll try to play a little faster. It's 4:19, so like I said, I like to get done by 5 usually when I do these, but if we go 1 and 3, I might be done by 5. Wah wah. No, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this deck. Like, I guess I've never played a mono color draft deck in this set, but they can be very good, obviously. So I don't know. We'll see. If nothing else, we'll learn something today. It's a good experiment. Okay. Outflank. It's not the best hand, but I think I could keep it. I can put the Clover down, hopefully run into something. I got the Youthful Knight. That will keep people off her back for a bit. And we work our way up to 5/5 beefy creature. Ah, nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I like where we're going with this. So I can play turn 2 Youthful Knight. Get the Clover, Lucky Clover out there. They're just playing the Golden Egg. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Now I can Fairy Guide Mother, get some damage across, and then play it. What's that card? I actually drafted a deck with this before. It wasn't great. Like, it was a good card, but it's just so dependent on your other draws. I mean, if you're really, really creature heavy, I suppose it can be awesome. I could actually, well. I think this might be worth trying to kill. Now, granted, they could have a pump spell. I could walk into this. If I do, I suppose. But if we can get this off the battlefield... Okay, they ended up having to burn that. Okay, that's fine. I feel like getting that out of their hand was worth it. Because they could have just killed that anyway if they wanted to. Nice. Can't do it this turn, but That'll be a nice play next turn. I got the fancy planes too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at our fancy planes. The full art, even though everything's kind of full art. These are super, super. Yeah, that's a little painful. So we're probably just taking 5 here. They have a lot of cards in their hand, though. That's kind of scary. Next turn, I can punt this one and play the 6/6 or the 6 casting cost. At some point, I have Fairy Guide Mother as a trick. Well, that's a sorcery. I'm just afraid this might get Jacob. Yeah, we got the fancy lands. I'm afraid this is starting to get out of hand, though. Even with all our 1-drops, I feel like we're just a little too slow here. Let's try and see if we can hit something helpful. I don't want any more land. It's not the worst thing. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's hold that back. I mean, there's not a lot they can attack in with here that's going to be super effective for them right now. They could attack in with... We could trade. I mean, again, assuming they don't have a pump spell. We could trade 5/5s. I think they kind of want to play this, because then they can just make rats for days. And we'll just lose to that eventually. Yep, that's pretty good. I don't know if we can just take... Definitely trade that. If I take another 5, we're going to be pretty low. If I kill that, they're just in a commanding spot. I mean, they're kind of in a commanding spot anyway. I'm about to get another Fairy Guide Mother. If you doubled that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it would be 12 damage. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think if we have a chance of winning, I gotta have some kind of board presence. But I don't really think we have a chance here. We might be going out, but I'm going out with a bang. 12-9. There you go. We got some blockers. Yeah, we could have kept the 5/5. It would have been a little larger. We could have blocked it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, get a block. I don't know what I draw here that gets me out of it, honestly. And they have a food token too, so I can't even like pull off anything crazy. Well, yeah, I think that's it. Oh well. We did some damage at least. Yeah. True, David. True, true. Yeah, Grumgully was good, especially on turn 3 there. And with the rat tokens, that was fantastic. So, good beats. I don't feel bad about that one. Good beats. I really don't know how to feel about this deck. Like, that was a huge turn. Like, if we were able to do something in the first couple turns, like take off a few points of damage, the Youthful Knight did some work, like, we could have won a game, like, on turn, I don't know, 6 or 7. Yeah, we needed more early creatures. I think this is fine. I mean, we can do stuff early on. Spark Double with Questing Beast. And duplicate the Spark Double. I do like 2/1s for 1. Savannah Lion stats. So this is can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Probably worth using on that. I've had Piper of the Swarm before, and it can do some work. I would take a friend request, Nation. I don't know how to do that. I wouldn't be able to do it today probably because I want to try to get this done so that we can get out before 5, but sometime definitely, yes. Remind me. I'd like to try that out and see how it works because I've never used that function. Okay, so they were able to replay that. Not a ton I can do right now with the 1/3 on the board, but okay, that's fine. We'll get a flyer soon, and if we can get some value out of the lucky Clover. Yeah, I don't know if they have a friends list. I guess it would have been from today's update. I haven't really looked or anything, but it'd be nice to get a friends list. That'd be fantastic. Oh, this is actually very useful. Okay. This is probably... I mean, they can make a rat. But if we don't deal with this, it gets worse. So let's just deal with it. And we're going to have a 3/4 flyer next turn. Maybe we can put some pressure around. Fairy Godmother getting in there. That's fine. That's fine. No flank. That opens up some possibilities. Don't have any knights yet. It would be nice to have a knight. That way, if we want to get a little freer with the Venerable Knight, we could. Jacob Soren is a Brawl commander. Yeah, I can see that. I want to play some more Brawl. I mean, it is a little annoying that it's only once a week, but if they ever fix that, I would totally play more. Okay, what's the deal here? They're attacking with a 1/1 and they have 1 card in their hand. I think I take it. They might have just bluffed me good, but I don't feel that. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so let's attack first. Get this on the battlefield, and we have an outflank to back it up. That feels good. Youthful Knight. And this is a knight too. If I want to get crazy and attack with that, I could. think I do. I might just hold back the Ginger Brute, but... see what happens. If they make any blocks we don't like, we can outflank. They got something. They you know what? I'm gonna outflank this. They got something. If we hit Ritual, that'd be good. Yeah, I held Ginger Brute back. I could have attacked in for another 2. That would take him down to 6, and probably would have been a good move, but I thought I would just hold it back in case they surprise me with something. Since we're at 14, just to be kind of safe. Be interesting if they attack with a Fairy Guide Mother here. Two, 3, sure. Yeah, I agree, Matt. They gotta have something that does 2 for 3. Trying to think what it is. They're in 3 colors, so I guess it could be a number of things. But yeah, they were forecasting that pretty strongly. Okay, well I can hold that back as a blocker now, so I'm just gonna attack. Forgot to get that evasion though. I didn't click on it. Ugh. Ugh. Although I don't know if they can block it. They gotta block the bigger things. I guess they could still block it if they want to. Sure. He didn't block it. Good question about Oko. Oko jumped up this week, like after the banning, and I think it was because people were expecting it to get banned in more places, and it didn't. Because the people that thought it's gonna, like, I think for the most part it was a foregone conclusion it was leaving standard, so that price dip already happened over the course of the last few weeks. So all of a sudden, when it's still legal in Pioneer, still legal in Modern, it's not restricted in Vintage, it didn't get any sort of other bannings, I think people thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy some now. And I do think, hey, we did it. I do think it was kind of it's going to be a temporary surge, because I do think it does have potential to get banned in Pioneer, at least. But it's such a good card, and I can see people wanting it for Commander. I do think it's going to hold value to some degree, especially over a long period of time. It doesn't feel like a card they're going to want to reprint, obviously not in a standard set. Some sort of supplemental product eventually will reprint it, but who knows when that will be. So I do think the card will hold some value. It could even go up over time, for sure. Okay, 1-1. That was actually pretty good. Thanks. I don't have the support. Thanks, Matt. Okay. Little land heavy, but I don't hate it. But especially if we can cantrip. If they play an artifact or an enchantment and we can see another card. Yeah, I'll do it. Ugh. You always get punished. You get punished when you keep the heavy land hand. Always draw another land. Alright. Alright, Magic Arena. You got me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, they hit almost all stuff. That could help later. I say we just start doing things. We're gonna have to outpace them somehow. That's all. As long as they have enough of the elements to make the mill deck effective, like, we have to kind of win fast. I mean, the wider we can go. Could have attacked and tried to bluff there, although I think they would have just blocked. I don't think they would have cared about losing 0-4. Yes, it's a draft. It's a Throne of Eldraine Draft. Okay, well, I don't know. It's weird. They're not playing anything. I'm gonna play this. I kind of held the Grange back because I want to use it on the flyer if possible. See what they do here. I assume they have a removal spell. I mean, and I assume they're gonna hit the 3/3. So tiny. Sure. Well, okay. They're drawing cards. Yeah, I'm expecting it didn't say please to show up any second. Got really nothing to do with that. I don't really want to use that yet. I do have an outflank, but it's not worth it on the 0-4. I don't think. I'm still doing damage, and I can surprise them with the ritual, but we do have to play around didn't say please, which is going to be awkward. Lucky Clover, that's going to hurt. And here come the Merfolk Secret Keepers. Although, oh, I could get rid of that. Dumb. Because this is an instant. I don't know why I was thinking it's a sorcery. Well, it's going away. Actually, though, you know what? That's fine because I don't want it to get countered, so. How bad did that hit us? At a 7 card. This helps. This will probably counter next turn. I think what I do is I think I outflank. Get one of those out of the way for next time. Because if we're going to win, we got to win fast. And then next turn, if I can get away with the ritual. Oh, interesting. Okay. They want to see more cards, so they don't feel like they have exactly what they want. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's a little annoying, but... it's very annoying, actually, but... play that when it can't be countered. Just attack. So tiny. Ugh. That hurt. Man, Man, 3 so tiny. Yeah, well, the Walker had Vigilance, so he's cool this turn. Well, I'm assuming they have the counterspell, but what else are we gonna do, right? I mean, it's gonna... Let's attack first. Although I can't get by. I can make them lose a... I mean, this is kind of a no-win situation because they have the option. I mean, they could block the... Actually, that doesn't even pump, does it? Oh, well. Oh, yeah, it pumps still. 4-3. So they could block it and lose a Secret Keeper. But they also gain 2 life in the process. And they have that. That's going to be game. If they... Yeah, that's it when they mill us there. Okay. This is the first time I played Mono White, so I'll reserve judgment. But it is, it's kind of fun, actually. I like the deck. I mean, I don't know how powerful it'll be. Oh, yeah, true. They got the extra point of life. True. I forgot about that. Oh, well. Good beats. I don't know. I don't know what to do about 3 So Tinies and 75 Merchant Secrets. Merfolk Secret Keepers. I don't know. So was that 2 losses? Here we go. What time is it? Is it got 15 minutes to 5. If I lose this, we'll be done in time for the Magic stream. If not, maybe we'll go a little longer. Okay, what are we doing? This is good. I'll keep that. Yeah, man, their deck was very strong. See, I guess when that draft comes together, I've never had it fall in place for me, but it must obviously happen. Maybe this is Golgari. I haven't seen one of those since the last draft. Yeah, true. The 2/3 flyer is actually pretty good in this format, I think, generally. I'm pretty happy to have them. Oh, what did they do? Oh, they wanted to cantrip? They must not like their hand. I mean, if they're struggling, we could really pull ahead early here. We'll see what happens. I mean, we got a really good hand. Okay, 3/3. Would like to get rid of that. I could play a 3/3 on my own. If they have a removal spell, it's a little annoying, but at least it kind of keeps that back a little bit. And then if I draw a spell, if I draw a land, I can just Scalding Cauldron it away. I want to try to play with Fireborn Knight too. That actually looks sweet. Yeah, definitely the tapping 2 also. It's a very good card, actually, in this environment. Like, it feels like it's one of those cards in a different set. Might not be always the most amazing thing, but, like, here it does feel very good. You got a pump spell? Sure. Of course. They always do. Well, that's not what I wanted. But I could tap down their stuff next turn. long as I don't miss my trigger. I'm just gonna attack with these, I think. They're not gonna want to make this a 3-2. I don't think. I'll just take 4. And then I'll just tap their stuff down. Buys me a turn to maybe get rid of that 3-3. Ooh, ouch. Okay. So much for hitting that for 3, huh? I mean, I could just hold the knight. I could hold the Youthful Knight back and then and hold back 3 mana. Yikes. That doesn't feel great either. I could play the Double Striker. Because, I mean, assuming, again, they don't have some kind of trick. You know what? I think our best chance of winning this, we're ahead on damage, is just keep getting in there. And then maybe pull off the ritual when they're not expecting it. I mean, if they wanted to attack in, granted the food tokens could get a little annoying, but even if they made that thing a 5/5, let's say we took 6 damage, or they made the Gingerbread a 2/2, we take 6. I mean, we're gonna crack back. That's probably not where they want to be. Yeah, we could block with... Yeah, we could double block. That's an option, because we have the 2 first strike happening. So they would have to pump this to really, you know, if we had both of those untapped. If we got into that type of situation. Okay. They have Murderous Rider, of course. Or we can not even worry about it, because all the good cards. That's why. Okay, so what can we do with this? We can hit them for 4. I could actually hit them for... Well, they can block. I could just trap in the tower this, I suppose. But I might want to wait for the lifelink creature. That might be better. Because this is actually a very good card. And I can take another 5. At some point, they don't have the mana to keep, like, gaining life. At least not yet. So I think what I do... Attack in with these 2 again. Play this. And then maybe... I wish I had more mana. If I could Ritual and Trapped in the Tower at the same turn, that'd be great. Yeah, exactly. That 5/5 is like slow lifelink. It's gonna cost some mana. I mean, but they are down to 6, so they don't have a lot of options. They're gonna have to... They have to choose now between playing creatures or putting their life total up. If they play the creature, we could just get them, because they hopefully won't see Trap in the Tower coming. We also have this, too. Okay. So we can get them to 1. Oh, can we not play on? Oh, without flying. So, no, that doesn't work. But we can attack in. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, David. Creature without flying. Boo. I say we do this. I think we just stay aggressive. Attack with the knight. I don't know if they block or not. If they do, we just use this. They don't. I hate to waste Trapped in the Tower, but I don't really need 9 damage coming at me. So I think we just use that to protect our life total. I can play Clover too, I suppose. Maybe we will get lucky and hit something like a Fairy Guidemother. In theory, they could gain 6 life, which would put them to 9 right now, assuming they do nothing else. Yeah, Guidemother would be great. Would be a great draw. I don't know. They're in an awkward spot. They can't get too aggressive because if we have tricks or anything, and we do have Ritual. Sure. Kind of interesting they use the food to do that. I mean, I guess so. I would be too nervous. Yeah, Jack, it's mono white. Mono white draft. It's alright. We're about 1 and 2. And this is a pretty close game. It's not the strongest deck, but it's actually kind of fun. Wow, that's aggressive. Alright, alright. So clearly, clearly, they're going to use this. We could take 5 potentially, still be alive. And I'll hold back this just in case. I really want to trick the opponent with the Ritual. Oops. Where's my mouse? There it is. What's happening? Why won't it let me click? Oh, come on. My computer's... There it goes. Okay. Wasn't letting me click pass. Okay. Oh, and there you have it. Nothing we can do about that. We still didn't draw that Fairy Guidemother either. Yeah, 1 more land. Like, that game was ours. Alright, I mean, I'll tell you what, that one, though, I really had fun with that deck. I liked the style of the deck, and I think if our draws went a little better, we could have done better than that. It wasn't like a 7, it wasn't a 7 wins deck by any means, but, like, maybe if things went better, we could have got up to, like, 3 or 4 wins. Like, that's fun. I'm glad I played that. It was a good experiment to go mono white. So, yeah, if we hit the right things at the right time, the deck could have been explosive. It really could have been. So, whatever. Oh, well. What time is it? Well, almost 5 o'clock. So, yeah, almost time for the draft on Twitch. So, I guess I'll wrap things up. I do want to say thank you to everybody who came out and watched the stream today. I appreciate that, or catching it on the replay. This is only the third time I've streamed, and yeah, definitely in the future. Bite the gifted apple. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast, so yeah, it's 5 here anyway. So yeah, but yeah, thanks for coming out. I appreciate having everyone. I mean, this is the third time I drafted. I'm not expecting a lot of folks to be here, especially on a Thursday afternoon. So I appreciate everyone who comes out and watches. Next week I'll probably stream. I assume I won't stream on Thanksgiving, but I'll have to kind of see what's going on next week. If I can do it on a different day, maybe I will. Or what kind of videos I'm putting out. If I'm doing a lot of videos, I might do that instead. Thanks, JP. You too. Hey, yeah, thank you, bartender. I appreciate that. I'm new at this, and I definitely got to. There's a lot of things I'm sure I will get better at as I go, especially with the technology stuff. But yeah, I've had a blast doing it for this third week now. But yeah, next week if I do videos, like obviously Saturday I'll do the Market Watch. On Monday I'll probably do something covering the announcement for the Secret Lair. And I do want to do another like picks of the month video at some point soon, so I got to work that in before the end of the month. So I do have that going on, and you never know if Wizards might have 10 more announcements that we don't know about, but but it depends on how the week goes. If I can work in a draft next week, I will. So, but yeah, I've been having a blast doing it, so thank you. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. Definitely had a good time, and yeah, if nothing else, yeah, if I don't draft next week, probably the week after, I'll definitely do it. So, oh well. So let me figure out what I'm doing here. Just moving my windows around. Thanks, James. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. But like I said, I've had a good time doing this. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And to the folks too who did give super chats, thank you. That blows me away that folks would do that, but thank you. That's always appreciated. Not expected, definitely, but appreciated. And one last time, I guess I'll plug the affiliation with Flipside Gaming. In case you don't know, for some reason, if you use the Heroes promo code, you can get 10% off any order over $10 at flipsidegaming.com. Supports the channel, which is always appreciated, so thank you. And again, thanks for being here. Thanks, bartender. Have a good day, and have a good rest of your evening to all of you. And hopefully something good will be on the Magic stream this week. I didn't see what it actually is, but I'll go check it out. And a lot of times I always watch it just in case something happens I have to make a video. Usually it doesn't, but every once in a while. So anyway, have a great day. I'll see y'all later.